Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. Welcome to another entry in my daily vlog, my regular morning ritual stand-up, where I'm reporting on the things I have been doing and doing next and the results of those things to make content creation sustainable in the long term. I do that little intro every single morning, and I keep doing it instead of recapping the entire last year and a half. Maybe at the first of each month I should do a recap of the story so far. That's a good idea, so I don't have to summarize that every morning. Let's start by talking about yesterday. You'll remember that I've been trying to lay out my days and my schedule of what I'm doing, and it's really worked well in terms of like dragging things around on a calendar inside of our Trello Kanban board. It's incredibly well to go, well, that's not here yet, let's slide that down, oh, that'll overlap this. It's definitely helping me more than just kind of, what am I doing today kind of thing. So yesterday, speaking of which, yesterday I did something that was unscheduled. We talked about yesterday. I plan to do an editorial update. So last week we had talked about the fact that Atari is partnering with Allen One to put out these arcade cabinets. And the first one popped up, and that was great news. To me, it was very interesting. The fact of how they're doing the controls was something of note. That video, however, despite the last week, the article about the agreement was a big deal. It's weird that video that was just speculative of what might happen in several months, and this video where actually had something to show, night and day. The other one did amazing. This one just kind of went meh. I'm not upset about that. It was good news and something I wanted to get out, and it's still doing okay. Pulled in 1,800 views overnight since I released it yesterday afternoon. So it's probably down around the bottom of my last 10 lately. Remember we had one, what was that adventure, by the way? Remember the adventure gameplay that we did last week? It's over 11,000 views now, by the way. It's like we first looked at it, it was 8 or 9, and so it's still growing. But this one, it might still keep growing, but it's not upset about it. Moving forward, I have the next thing to do. Also in the afternoon, I wrote a brief article for Old School Gamer. Well, a blurb really, a few paragraphs. They'll often do articles and then little blurbs from other people, creators and people in the community. So I did one about bad controllers. That'll be in the next issue of Old School Gamer magazine. I also did, on and off throughout the day, some work on the 400 Mini. We'll talk a lot more about that in a second, but every day I'm doing a little bit on it, kind of, I think of something, oh, let me go test that, or I'll see a comment, oh, let me go answer that. So, work on that. And in the evening, I recorded the most recent episode of 1980s Now. We did it live on YouTube and Facebook, so if you missed that, the episode comes out every Monday, so the full episode you can listen to then, the edited version. So. Let's talk about stats then. So, I have my 10,000 views and 50 subscribers per day metric average over the last 7 days. And just like usual, we're just above on views at 11,000 views and just below on subscribers at 41 subscribers. So we're in the ballpark. I'd love to get over that line long term again. I'd like to be ahead of it so far that we set new milestones or new metrics, right? New baseline. That being said, we did hit the new small 100 subscriber milestone. We're now at 46,800 and a few. I think it was 10 or 15 when I looked earlier. So we're on our way to 47,000. We should hit that maybe by the end of the month. I think we're on par for that. After all the back and forth I had with Kat, and Kat just sat there and went, I'm right, and she probably will be in the comments. So let's talk about today. First and foremost, driving to meet my daughter at the halfway point and see a new horror movie. It's called Late Night with the Devil. It's a period piece set in '77. It's on a live talk show. It looks really cool. I'm going to go see that with her. So for that, I'm going to leave a little early today. I'm going to leave about 4 o'clock in the afternoon to drive down south to see a movie with her. So because I know I'm doing that, I'm planning out my day accordingly. Today I plan... So here we are. Today is Thursday, right? It's Thursday, March 21st. It's exactly 7 days from the release, embargo lift of the Atari 400 Mini for review. So, I've been working on it. I'm going to begin working in earnest on it Monday, but I'd like to begin working in earnest on it tomorrow. So I have a video that comes out tomorrow. What I plan to do today is go ahead and do the video for tomorrow, because should take me about 3 or 4 hours. It's a gameplay video. I know exactly what I want to talk about. Just shoot it and edit it and get it ready. Then I can have that ready to publish Friday, touchless. My intent then is tomorrow morning I can begin working, truly shooting and editing of the 400 mini review. It's a long process. It's not that it's incredibly long because it's a long video necessarily. I mean, I'm sure it will be 20, 25 minutes or so to cover everything, but there are a lot of little details and tiny shots, like you got to set up this shot and record 10 seconds, set up this shot, record 10 seconds to answer lots of little questions. You know, every time somebody says, hey, will it work on this console? Well, the answer is yes or no, but to test it, you have to get the console, plug it into the USB and get it power and get HDMI and then get the camera set and get the focus and the iris and then take a picture and go, look, or start recording and then go, yes, it works, or no, it doesn't. Just to get that answer requires 20 minutes of prep. So first I have to scope down what I'm going to do in the review video, because anything I do could be done later in another video. Talk about that in one more second. And then I want to make sure that I keep this video cohesive, so it's a review for someone that wants to know the product, not every little detail of it, and we can break that out. So I'll get the video done today so that I can start in earnest tomorrow on that, and I can do it for the full. And I'd like to get that video done no later than midday Wednesday, so that I can midday Wednesday begin on the next video, because here's the thing. I have learned, maybe we've talked about this briefly, that when you have a new product to look at that your audience is interested in, it's not necessarily a one and done. Look at what we've done with the GameStation Pro. We did videos leading up to it. We did a video about the controller. We did the review, and then we did adding games, and we did firmware updates, and then we did testing this. That one product, that one $99 gadget, I've stretched into 15 videos over the course of the last several months. It's not necessarily, oh, look, you looked at that one thing and you're finished. And it's the difference between my old mentality of thinking of a YouTube channel as a news outlet. I've already covered that. No. Don't think of it that way. I don't anymore. I think of it more as an information conduit where, yeah, the review is one piece of content you can put out, but you can also, I'll be doing a video, I'm sure, about that controller itself, about adding games, about specifically maybe 5200 stuff. You know, I'm going to cover all that, touch on all of it in the review, but every one of those topics could be broken out into a 5 to 8 minute video on its own, and it's of interest to a specific group. So certainly, and further, I think there's even another, PlayOn is doing another one of those cool press release boxes like they did for the Plus, and I think I'm going to get one of those too. So that's another topic I can cover around this item that's so popular. So things aren't one and done. If they're popular, you can do more. I'm already thinking about, you know, that silly adventure play. Like, that's cool. I wonder, can I do another video about adventure because that's so popular? I think I can. I mean, not right away, but I have another that I could do. Just because I've covered it doesn't mean it's exhausted. So that's what I'll be thinking about. Also, before I leave, remember that podcast we edited on Tuesday? It's out today. You can go listen to the full thing. So if you didn't get a chance or didn't want to visit the edit, the full completed episode is available to download right now wherever you listen to podcasts. Yeah, so that's my day. That's how tomorrow's going to go. We'll talk about it more tomorrow, of course. One more day left in the week. I might be bleary-eyed tomorrow because I'll get home about midnight after my journey to drive down, see a movie, and drive back, but that's okay. It's worth it to see my daughter. And that's pretty much the rest of the week, though we will talk about it again in the morning. So have a great, what did I say? Yes. Have I done this before? Yes. Have a great Thursday. If you stopped in today to check out the vlog, thank you so much. You know, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so very much. Yeah, again, have a great day. Remember to do something good for yourself. I got it out of order, but you are worth it. Be sure you do that, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. How do I do this? My brain doesn't work. Thank you, goodbye, love you. Nexter day. Bye-bye? Yeah, okay.